Bam, there we go, that tower is down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As you can see how fast I can just take down a tower. And there's a second Sparky on the screen. A second Sparky, guys. If I had more time, I would have easily won that game 3-1. Hello everyone, it is the Unblocked Game here back on the YouTube video, and today, as you can see, I'm showing you the brand new Sparky deck, which is right here. It is the Fireball, the Elixir Collector, the Fire Spirits, the Spear Goblins, the Baby Dragon, Barbarians, Sparky, and the Princess. So, some of these cards are hard to obtain, like the Princess and the Sparky, but once you get them, I really do recommend trying out this deck. And I'm going to explain what every single card does, and then show you a couple of replays. So here we go. So the Fireball is really good on attack and defense, and also good against finishing towers. Great counter to minion horde, Barbarians, and big hordes of troops. The Elixir Collector will obviously to build up Elixir, but you can put it as a last resort effort to distract some troops. Fire Spirits are really good all-around troop. They can be used on offense and defense. It's really awesome when they take out minion hordes and do damage to Barbarians, and also a great push one behind the Sparky or behind the Princess. Spear Goblins are a great all-around troop, super cheap and easy to distract with. Baby Dragon is an all-around troop. You can use it with the push with the Sparky or on defense to take out hordes of troops. Barbarian's pretty good for taking out Hog Riders, Royal Giants, and other high hit point troops, and good on the attack. Also, Sparky, obviously the main attack point of this deck. It does a ton of damage, but does take a while to charge, but it's great. And the Princess is another all-around troop that can do chip damage and play well on defense. So here we go. As you can see, I can show you, I think 4 replays here. So actually, is that 4? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 in a row. So here we go. Let's watch this last guy here. So here it is. It's a 2-1 victory against Joman. So he's using the minor zap with all these other cards. So that's a pretty common deck up here. I'm probably going to show you all 4 of them, but we'll see. So here we go. So the first guy, he has a cry face at first. I have no idea why he did that. That's fine, though. If you don't have any elixir, if you don't have anything to drop down, just drop your Princess in the front with some Fire Spirits behind. Trust me, it's a very good counter. And then, actually, as you can see, that time I dropped Fire Spirits, which are a very good counter. And look how much damage I get compared to him. So even though he dropped all that stuff, I actually got more damage than he does. And here we go. Here's the defensive Fireball. I give him the laughing face because he gave me the cry face, and there's another cry face. So as you can see, we have the same amount of elixir, but I've done more damage than he has. So that's a pretty good counter right there. This deck has a ton of counters because it has a lot of splash damage. He drops another minor, and then he drops Spear Goblins. So I drop my Princess in the back here, which luckily can one-shot all those Spear Goblins like that, and then I can just take his minor out. He's going to arrow my Princess, which is fine with me. Then you can just drop some more troops. So make sure you can get your pump down, and sadly that was a really bad spot to put my Fire Spirits because they don't do any damage because the Baby Dragon took him out. But you want to put your pump in the back as quickly as you can if you don't have anything to place down, because then you can start getting an elixir advantage and just overwhelming the enemy. The way this deck works is, as you can see, I can Fireball here because that's an equal trade. He zaps and I actually gain 2 elixir right there. It's also good because Zap is one of the only counters to the Sparky that is very effective because it makes it recharge and takes 6 seconds total. Because of the 3 for charging, and then right before it shoots, you zap, and then another 3. So there we go. Right there is a great counter. Once he drops the minor itself doesn't do a lot of damage, but the Spear Goblins would. So you take out the Spear Goblins, and then you can start a push from behind. He drops the Baby Dragon, shuts down my push, but he has a little more damage, but that's fine. And I know he's going to take out this tower, so honestly, I don't really care about defending too much anymore. As you obviously saw, it was 2-1 me. He arrows my Princess again. I should not put it near the tower anymore because then it just does damage. You want to wait until you put the Sparky towards the end so you can surprise him. Because he's nothing to counter. If he drops the minion horde, you got your Fire Spirits ready. Watch this. Check out these Fire Spirits here. Bam, boom, boom, and now that's game over. Boom, that tower's gone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He has that stupid 1 minion that I just should have taken out earlier. But look at that Sparky. He gets a shot off on some of his Barbarians, which is great. And look, I can get a second pump down. This deck is really good at overwhelming. You'll see on some other replays where I actually completely overwhelmed the enemy, where I can just drop a Sparky or maybe even 2 Sparkies and just a ton of troops behind. He arrows right there. There's no point of defending that side anymore, so I'm like, hey, let's just drop another Sparky in the back. So honestly, he's probably just going to zap the tower to death, but if he uses that zap, then my Sparky can go ham on his tower. Excuse me there. And now look at this. As you can see, I can just start overwhelming the enemy. This is a push of easily over 15 elixir. Now it's probably closing in on 20 elixir, and this tower is going to go down in a couple seconds. Now this push is unbeatable. As you can see, that minion horde right there, Bam, there we go, that tower is down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As you can see how fast I can just take down a tower. And there's a second Sparky on the screen. A second Sparky, guys. If I had more time, I would have easily won that game 3-1. So as you can see, that deck is great from coming from behind or ahead or wherever you are. It's really good for controlling the battlefield. So let's watch the second replay here. So boom. We're going to scroll down to watch this 1-0 win against this person here. He's using pretty much the same deck with the miner and some just troops behind. So it's a very common deck you're going to find in the Legendary Arena. So at first, if you don't have anything to drop, remember to drop your cheapest troop in the front or an expensive troop in the back. Don't just drop like the Sparky in the front because that'd be a complete waste because you want to wait for the end. So here we go. I dropped the Spear Goblins in the front. And just to clarify, if your elixir bar goes full, as you can see when it goes full, it has that little shooting white bar on the top. It goes whoop, whoop. If that bar goes, actually, no, that's for a later video, but even when you get to 10 elixir, you're still not wasting it unless you wait a couple seconds. Galadon just did a video on that. So sadly, he, sorry, I'm all over the place now. Sadly, he poisons my princess, but I do get a pretty decent amount of damage. My princess almost survives, but it barely dies. Now I know that he used his poison, so I can drop my Elixir Collector right in the back right there so it does not get harmed. And what I was saying earlier is that once I get to full elixir, just watch. So here we go. I'm going to get to full elixir. Watch the little shooting white bar. See it goes once, twice. You can wait twice, I think, before you start wasting elixir. So you can get to 10 elixir and go 1 bar, 2 bar, and then I think you can actually wait. You can wait until that 2 bar goes down. So I can do that for another video. Sorry if that did not make sense. But go on to Galadon's channel and you should be able to find it right there. So sadly, this princess is being super annoying. But will I be able to take out the princess? Yes, I will. That was great. And look at the Sparky. Boom! I get 1 hit off and that's game over. 1 hit from the Sparky is worth every single piece of elixir you wasted on that push, so then it's not wasted. If your Sparky doesn't get a hit, then it's a waste, but it still takes out a lot of troops in the process. As you can see, he's getting no damage on my tower at all. Oh god, it's late. It's 11. It's 11:27 and 43 seconds right now. That's okay. I gotta show you these replays to you. So here we go. I drop another Sparky in the back because here's a good game sense tip here. If you know you can take the tower down because I have a fireball, just don't attack that tower because then it's just a whole waste of attack right there. So he drops his miner. I drop my fiery spirits to take out his minions to get an elixir profit. Honestly, I don't care about the miner at all. He zaps, wastes it. The zap was horrible because why? No, but the poison was good. But as you can see, I'm probably going to take out another tower. Bam, take out his princess. And 2 zaps to take out a Sparky. He wasted so much elixir there. As you can see, I have a huge lead. Another Sparky coming in on the back right there. It's probably going to be a 2-0 win if I can get that Sparky to the tower. Sorry about that, guys. It's so late. Ugh. No, I'm sorry about that, guys. So there we go. Look at that counter right there. That's a beautiful counter. Honestly, I don't care about the miner at all. I already took out the tower. As you can see, now I'm going for the second tower. I'm just completely controlling the battlefield right now. And the tip about the zap is somebody's going a Sparky at you and you have a zap, don't use the zap until it's about to shoot. The reason for that is because you just wasted. The zap will reset its shooting time. So say it's about to shoot, zap, it has to recharge for 3 more seconds. So don't zap right away. Wait till it's about to shoot. But don't wait too long because it's worse to get a shot and then that's worse to get a shot than you zapping it early. So here we go. Yes, I'll donate that. And let's go into the replay here. So I'll be right back. My recording software sometimes glitches out if I record for too long of a video, so I'll be right back. I am back, so here we go. I'm going to do the third and final replay. I was going to show you this replay, but then I just remembered he was from my clan. Obviously, I got 0 trophies, even though I won, so that does not really count. So I'm going to show you the final replay. Finally, a different deck for once. He's using the Hog Rider deck. Very, very common deck with the Valkyrie and the Inferno. Ice Wizard, a couple changes. You know, the Ice Wizard isn't too common in these decks, but it's a pretty good card. But as you can see, it was 3-0. So let's go watch this. Hopefully, the message appears on the screen. If not, I'll tell you later, and you'll get why in a couple seconds. So first of all, as you can see, just drop down your Elixir Collector in the back pretty easily. He also drops an Elixir Collector, and it's equal Elixir from now. So, why am I yawning? I'm so sorry, guys, for these yawns. It's just so late. So here we go. The great push is to drop your princess, and then right behind it, fire spirits. He fireballs my Elixir Collector. It still wonders. I still wonder why people do that. And look, to save the princess, you can drop Spear Goblins right here. That was a great play, because look how much damage I'm going to get, and he's going to have to waste more troops. He is going to zap, but I don't care, because look how much damage. I literally took off 1,000 damage. So I drop a Sparky in the back. Then he's kind of frantically placing troops down. I just dropped Barbarians, counter his entire push. Honestly, the one Hog Rider hit is not going to be too much. That's not going to do anything. He actually gets 2, but that's fine. Now I'm going to get a Baby Dragon. Virtually anything works with this push. You can get a Baby Dragon, Barbarians, Fire Spirits, Princess. As long as you get something behind your Sparky, you're fine. Check this out, guys. Check this out. So even if he gets the Valkyrie down, boom, there we go. That was so easy, guys. And check out my Barbarians on the left side. And right here, he actually ends up leaving the game. He left the game. Sadly, the message does not show, but he quit the game right now, which is hilarious for me. I was going to, like, give him a thumbs up, and then, wow, this was actually pretty funny. Sometimes this happens. People just completely rage quit and leave the game. That also was an example of a 2-lane push, counter push. That was a super hard word to say, but as you can see, I said it as you can see like 30 times. Sorry about that. But the Barbarians in the back, wait a minute. Yeah, so the Barbarians in the back countered the Hog Rider, and then they came up to do their own push, as you can see, 3 crown right. I said as you can see again. But the Hog Rider right there, wait a minute. Let me show you. Let me collect my thoughts. Show you this replay right here. Okay, there we go. So, I dropped my Barbarians to counter his Hog Rider and Goblins. And then once they stayed alive, they went on to take on his left tower. Then, I used my Sparky to take on his right tower, and you have to choose a tower. You can't just let the Barbs alone, or you can't just leave the Sparky alone. So it's pretty much an automatic tower right there, which is a really good push. And as I said a little bit earlier, you can drop any troops behind the Sparky, and you will get a hit off on the tower, as long as he doesn't do a great counter. The Princess with the Sparky is great, because it can take out the low hit points. Baby Dragon Sparky is great. A really good push is when you get all the troops. You get the Barbs in front of the Sparky to soak up the damage, then you get the Fire Spirits behind, so when you drop some troops, such as a Minion Horde or Barbarians in the front, you can take them out really quickly. Then you want to get your Fireball ready, you want the Baby Dragon, and you want the Princess, and then you're going to want to get the Spear Gobs, and then you're done. That is a really good push, super solid push that I really recommend you guys trying, and it's super easy to build up, because it doesn't take a lot of elixir. As you can see, I said that again, wow. So I dropped the Sparky here, and then you can drop a Baby Dragon, and then you can drop Barbarians, and then it's just game over. It's super easy to build a push like this. It's almost game over before you even started the game. So thank you so much for watching. So sorry I can't collect my thoughts. It's just so late, and I'll see you all in the next video.